Welcome back to the Boneyard podcast, everybody. This is your host, Jared Shepard, along with my good friend,
Artemis Brower.
We're coming to you this week with episode 271.
271. We creeping on 300, my brother. We creeping.
Already, that kind of felt like a throwback to some of the old intros.
Yeah.
You've been with us for 271 episodes. We appreciate you. We love you, Pirate Nation. This episode of the Boneyard podcast brought to you by Robeck. I've got my Robeck on right now. Love it.
Probably sporting it.
I see people wearing Robeck out in the wild and like, I'm like, that's my kind of guy. Like, you're somebody I want to hang out with. So get Robeck. Look, Masters is coming up.
Yeah.
Right? There's probably going to be some good Masters apparel there. Hey, we're only like 6 weeks away. Probably closer to 8 weeks. But who's counting? I am. I do. I need to get a TV in here. I want to be able to watch a TV in here while I work.
Yeah, it's critical. It's critical.
Nobody tell my work, but I already do that. Sitting
anyway,
on the couch.
Yeah.
Right.
I got the TV right here to the left of me. It's critical doing work hours.
But shop Robeck, Boneyard 20% off your first order. Get it. Look, there's a ton of great stuff out there. Go to Robeck. It's the best material. I love it. 20% off. Boneyard 20. Artemis.
Yes, sir.
Episode 271. Do you have a 271 for me?
I do have a 71 for you. This is one of my favorite, probably my most favorite. Well, no, Dirk Nowitzki is my favorite German-born. I think he's German-born. Pretty sure Dirk Nowitzki's German. But my second favorite German-born player, and that's one Dennis Schroeder. Dennis Schroeder is going to be my 71 for the week. He only wore this jersey number one time during the 2021-2022 season for the Boston Celtics. And don't know why he wore the number, probably because all the other numbers he usually wears were taken. So I guess he wanted to be original, be different, take the number 71. But Dennis Schroeder, who's still playing, by the way, he's still in the league, still balling out. Consummate journeyman. He's been at least 8 different teams, maybe more than that at this point in his career. But one of my favorite German-born players, ultimate pro. That's my 71 for the week. Dennis Schroeder. Shout out to him.
That's a good one. Artie. I'm sticking with the hockey route. Team USA got it done yesterday against Sweden in overtime. Absolute thriller of a game. Artie, my number 71. You'd probably like this. So, guy was born in Waterford, Michigan.
Okay.
All right. He was a first-round draft pick out of the University of Michigan. So
Michigan man, we love that.
He's a Michigan man, drafted by the Detroit Red Wings. Now, if you're a Blackhawks fan, you probably don't like that part.
No.
15th overall in the 2014 NHL draft. He's none other than the captain of the Detroit Red Wings, number 71, Dylan Larkin. I would love for that guy to be on the Carolina Hurricanes. He would make a fantastic second line center. It's not going to happen. He's going to be a Red Wing for life. They'll probably build a statue after him. I don't know. He's only been in the playoffs once in his career. But, yeah, Dylan Larkin, just a hard-nosed, two-way center. I mean, plays the game the right way. Just under 800 games played, 268 goals, 359 assists for 627 points. And then he is on Team USA for the Olympics.
Love it.
Yeah. The women got, you want to talk about a thriller. You can't have a better way to end a game. Now, the 3-on-3 overtime, I hate it. But to win an Olympic gold medal against your arch rival, USA Canada, this afternoon.
Yeah, that's awesome.
I mean,
That's awesome. I'll be honest. I have not been keeping up with the Winter Olympics whatsoever. Like not even a little bit. But that's awesome.
The United States are one gold medal away from tying their Winter Olympics gold medal record. So
remember, friends, these are winter games. The Olympics is only in the summer. These are winter games hosted by the Olympic Committee.
This is hosted by the Olympics.
It's not the Olympics, though.
shut up, Josh.
Only in the summer.
I mean, look, I'm not going to argue
Olympics.
that because when the Summer Olympics come around, I'm glued to my TV.
It's that because that's what Olympics are.
I'm glued, but I'm gonna call it the Winter Olympics. I'm gonna give them their respect, but
It's games. These are all games. Curling, a game. Skiing, they're making it a game.
Yeah.
Hockey is a game. Running track is not a game.
Playing basketball is a game.
Swimming is not a game. That is
Polo is a game.
Hey, these aren't in the original Olympiad. You know what I'm saying? But still, it's all built around the original Olympiad.
I'll go as far as saying that the Winter Olympics are better than the Summer Olympics.
No,
you are crazy.
No, look,
that's a
bobsledding and a hockey. I'll watch those two. Miss me with everything else.
How do you get into skeleton? Like, how is that a thing? How are people saying, yeah, I'm just going to run as fast as I can and jump on my belly and go basically 100 miles an hour down a sheet of
badass. That's badass is what you call it. I wouldn't do it, but
could you imagine if you put some I'm sure it's not much different than track spikes. Could you imagine if you put Usain Bolt in his heyday on the ice and was all right, run as fast as you can, jump on this thing and see how fast you can go.
Yeah, he'd probably break all types of records, just like he did on the track.
Who was it? Was it Herschel Walker that did the 2-man bobsled?
Oh, see now
back in the day, I believe so.
I don't know.
Josh, fact check me on that. I know that there was.
Herschel, that's random as hell.
I feel like that's who it was. I could be completely off. There is a former football player that was their thing. Was, hey, we need somebody to be in the 2-man bobsled. We need somebody that's quick and athletic and strong to do it. And so they were like, all right, Herschel Walker, welcome to the U.S. Winter Olympics.
That's a true story.
That's crazy.
What is this?
Let me tell you something, man. Jared's random knowledge will never cease to amaze me.
Finished 7th.
Yeah.
Finished 7th in the 92 Olympics.
Told you.
Never knew.
Tell me I don't know
That's the
ball.
most random thing I've ever heard. Never knew that was a thing.
Tell me I don't know ball.
That's ridiculous.
You got to bring that up at a Christmas party one day. Did you know that Herschel Walker, once upon a time?
Hey, if you need a useless fact, I'm your boy.
That I'll agree with. Yeah, 100%.
Maybe a slight touch of the tism. We'll see. All right, Artie. Let's get into it.
Do it.
All right. Let's start off. Men's basketball. What a tough loss to Wichita State. Jordan Riley put up 40 points.
Yeah.
And ECU loses in double overtime to Wichita State. Just heartbreaking. And it's very likely that the team is not going to make the American Conference tournament. So
yeah. Go ahead, Josh.
Yeah, I've got two things on this one. Two things on this one. First, guys, when you got that rebound and you started celebrating, or it was like a release of energy because you got the rebound and the game was not over though. The game was not over, and I felt like from that moment, like it was just wasn't there wasn't the same focus from that moment. And I physically saw that, and I was like, man, I don't think they're gonna be on it coming into this last possession, and they were not at all. And it just that hurt me so bad. That hurt me so bad.
It's just I don't know, man. Every time we think that we can pull it off and inch a little bit closer, it's just nothing's going right. The fact that you lose 92-89, and like I said, you're what 2 games out of a position to be in the tournament. They've been competitive down the stretch. Give them credit. That was one of the better games they've played all year, and it just didn't happen for you. I don't know. Something's got to change with ECU basketball.
It's a culture thing, man. It's a culture thing. It's a mental thing, right? Like this is a program that doesn't know how to win those kinds of games. It never has known how to win those kinds of games. Eventually, hopefully, maybe there'll be a switch, a click. But when you don't have a history of knowing how to win those games, it's a culture thing. It's a mental thing.
It also, when talking about culture, Artie, like when you're replacing the whole roster year in and year out,
right?
Which is what ECU has basically done the last 4 or 5 years. You have 1 or 2 guys that stay around for the entirety of it, but then you're trying to build a team around them. Granted, that's college athletics in a nutshell right now, but it's so hard to build that culture and to build that. And it's not you have one and dones because people are better and going to the NBA. You got one and dones because the coaching staff that's just their MO, right? Like people are going to leave, try to find a better opportunity for themselves, and rightfully so. We're going to bring in guys, but like you're never bringing in that top end talent. You bring in guys that at times you're like, oh wow, that's a decent recruit that's coming in, but 9 times out of 10, it's just a preseason talking point. Josh, what you got?
Yeah, and to kind of go on top of this, like without getting higher end talent, that means that our depth of the roster also is a little lacking. So I really hope Corey Calker can get back out there, because if we're going to be that thin at guard, that's basically the season.
Yeah. It's been a hard watch this year. And kudos to all the people that are still going to the games and tuning in every single night.
How many games are left in the regular season?
I believe there's 6.
Do we know?
I believe I counted 6.
Yeah, that sounds about right.
Do we sneak into the 10th, or is it a lost cause at this point?
Without Corey Calker, to me, lost cause. Just because, like Charlotte, that's not going to be an easy team to get at their place. Memphis, chalk that up to whatever it might be. Yeah. Tulsa at home, that's Tulsa. UAB. Then the only other game that we got in between all those is at UTSA, and they haven't won a game in the conference. So hopefully that one's just a sail through, but I don't know. I don't think so.
I'm feeling like we'll probably lose Saturday. Just calling it like I see it. I mean, I think that game at UTSA on Wednesday, that's definitely a winnable game. I mean, they haven't won a game in conference all year. You've already beat them. Granted, you got to go down to San Antonio. ECU hasn't looked great.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I mean, we're talking about ECU who's 9-17 against a 5-21 team. Like, come on now. Memphis isn't the Memphis that they have been.
No, they're beatable. They're good.
Memphis is down here with us.
Yeah, Memphis is 12-14. They're it's a very ho-hum season that they're having. Tulsa has come out of, I don't want to say come out of nowhere, but like this is not the same Tulsa team that we used to beat up on when we were in college. And then UAB also not a slouch. So it's just how can you find it? You're looking at how do we catch Rice or UNT depending on how that shakes out. UNT is sitting at 6-7. Tulane's at 6-6 in conference, and Rice is 5-8. I mean, you're gonna have to find several wins, and I would say you would almost have to win probably at least 4 of your last 6 games, if not 5, just to have a shot.
Yeah, that's not happening. That's not happening.
I mean, if you do that, you've increased your win total by 50% in the last 6 games.
Right.
Like, come on now.
Hey, it's March. It's almost March.
I'll say, at this point, I'm fine with it. We're not. Let's not even pay to have the team fly down and charter a plane and pay for the hotel in Birmingham. Like, just
like at this point, just get back to the drawing board. Like it's a wash of a season. Like, I don't need to see them go and lose.
Go ahead and do your exit interviews. Yeah. Tell people, like, figure out what you're going to do, and then get ready for the portal. And if we're going to be serious about it, like, we've got to be serious about the money, which I think we have been. I just don't know that I trust the people managing that money in this department.
I will add, I don't think that I saw anything for basketball this year. I know for football, they had the donation for every touchdown, right? That Pirate Club did. Baseball's doing one for every win for the season. I don't think I saw one for either basketball team going into the basketball season. And to me, I just feel like that's just a missed opportunity on the women's basketball side and on the men's basketball side.
Mm-hmm.
But it's a bigger miss on the men's side. Just because let's be real. There's more money there, and right now, and on the men's side, you have more of a transfer mentality than you do on the women's side. I'm not saying it doesn't happen, because there are definitely transfers on the women's side, but it's more prevalent on the men's side to transfer out. Kim McNeil's doing a hell of a job. But yeah, I don't know. I don't know what you do. You got to start doing something. As far as the money goes, if they did, hey, we're going to donate $1,000 or $100 for every win we get, whatever. Okay, you're out like $900. Like, who's going to be giving out? Okay, we're going to give out X amount of dollars for every free throw that we make, right? Like,
right.
Or every 3-pointer we make. This is a terrible, terrible team at shooting the deep ball. Like, what are we doing? Like, it just highlights that. It just highlights how bad you are.
I mean, yeah, but what I'm saying is that had the season gone a different way, right? Or on the women's side, as we transition to talk about the women's team, like, how much better could that revenue share be for the women's team had we done that with them having 20 wins at this point?
Right.
Like, to me, it's just one of those, like, guys,
No, I agree. I mean, the team's shooting 41% from the field. We're not good. We're not good. So
it's been that way for a while now.
I guess like maybe doing something for rebounds, but it's not like we're the same like defensive team. I mean, teams have been hitting large numbers on us all year long. And part of that, credit where credit's due. I mean, Schwartz has done a great job scheduling. But we're just getting embarrassed at this point. This is the most we've talked about college or about ECU basketball all year.
Yeah, it is. we spent a solid 11, 12 minutes on ECU men's basketball.
And like I've said all year long that I'm just not talking about them because they don't excite me right now. And that may be a terrible take. People may hate that, but I don't know. I can't justify wasting my time there. Now, on the women's side,
man,
I've enjoyed watching both. I think the men have played much better over the past month, and I have enjoyed.
They're scrapping, they're clawing, they're fighting. Right? They're not quitting. And at the end of the day, you can at least respect the fact that
exactly. That's what I'm saying. Like they could have threw the towel in after UNC.
Right. I really just wish, even if it was back to where we've been in the past, where we're sitting at like the 7 seed, the 8 seed, and like
right at 500, maybe a game or two above 500. Yeah, not even that.
So. We're not even close to that. Like it's just whatever.
Who would have thought I could miss the Dooley days?
Yeah.
He got arrested.
I
know.
See that? Yeah.
No, Dooley got arrested?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I didn't see that.
DUI.
Drinking, driving.
Of course it's DUI. Yeah, that's typical.
Yes.
After we stopped recording last week, there are some things that I was like, man, we could have definitely talked about in the last. We didn't talk about Mr. Beast.
Yeah, we didn't even touch on Mr. Beast. Yeah. Well, you look, seeing is believing. I ain't believing nothing.
The fact that he's like posted about it is intriguing. I don't think anything will come of it.
Right. Because I just feel like if he could have done something, he'd have done it by now. I do think that there are conversations going on. And I think that there are conversations going on. I don't know if it's $100 million, but I mean, hell, we'll take 20. He definitely got it. He definitely got it.
Could you imagine the content?
Yeah, that'd be cool. I mean, I don't watch anything that he does, so I'm kind of like he's just a name. But
I watched him before he got big. I watched him when he was just like blowing up stuff.
But the thing is, I mean, he's a big name, and he's a big name with a big face, and that can only help
some East big Carolina teeth now too
in ECU. Yeah, it can only help ECU not hurt. So
those veneers, man. He looks silly with those things, man. All right, over the women's side, ECU picks up their 20th win of the season against Florida Atlantic. Big game, massive game.
Yeah, this weekend is huge.
This Saturday,
huge.
I mean, already you got 12-2 ECU in the conference against Rice, who's 13-0 in conference. Facing off Rice, who is receiving votes in the polls.
Right.
That game at home at Minji's. If you're in Greenville, get there. It sucks that game is also being played like at the same time that ECU baseball is going to be in Durham.
Yeah, but if you're local, if you're in Greenville,
but like a lot of those people are going to be traveling to Durham.
That you're right. You're absolutely right. But if you're not going to be there, you need to be at this ECU women's basketball game because this is one of the biggest games we've had in quite some time.
Yeah, it's neck and neck. Like when you look at it on paper, these two teams are very similar. Just looking at like their averages, ECU has a higher points average. ECU Rice is better when it comes to points against, so they got some better defense. Field goal percentage, they're both shooting 40%. Rice is out rebounding on average by 2.5 rebounds. Like ECU's getting more blocks, more steals. It's going to be real interesting what happens in Minji's on Saturday.
Yeah, I mean, look, Rice is daunting, right? I mean, 13-0 in the conference is absurd. 23-3 overall. My thing is just they're on an 18-game winning streak, so the bottom's got to fall out at some point, right? Like the bottom's got to give at some.
They got to lose one.
They got to lose one, right? 18-game winning streak is
Rice. Rice, that's not you. You're not.
Something's got to give at some point. Why not us at home at the crib? So,
Josh, what's up?
I'll just say that they played it close with USF. Only beat them by 2, and then beat them by 5. So not really too great of a spread there. Just like we beat USF. Their game against North Texas beat them by 4, and then beat them by 2. I mean, we took care of North Texas.
I felt like a degenerate placing I was placing live bets on the Rice UNT game, like in the second quarter when Rice was down.
And honestly, their non-conference doesn't impress.
I'll say their losses. Lost to Princeton, who was in the top 25 up until last week. After losing to Columbia. That was an early game that they lost. They also lost to South Dakota State the first game of the season, which is wild. I mean, South Dakota State's 20-6. I don't know much about the Jackrabbits women's basketball team, but and then they lost UCF early in the season at the Puerto Rico shootout. And just looking at UCF right now, UCF's 10-16 on the season.
So one quality loss, and the other two are kind of questionable.
I mean, South Dakota State is 20-6.
Right, 26. So I mean,
they're about like us.
They're basically USF. They're basically about USF, and they beat USF twice. So I mean, they aren't bad, but they do not scare me at all.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, I mean, the way our women's team is playing, nobody should really scare you outside of, South Carolina or UConn.
Or Wichita State.
Tennessee.
Yeah. No, I like our chances, especially with it being at home. I do like our chances. I like how Coach McNeil was fired up, too, after the game, even after a win. Fired up, not happy about the second half performance. Like, she's going to get in their ass, man. I believe in Coach McNeil. So I like our chances in this one.
Yeah, we need that fire on the inside. I just don't see it. Like, Schwartz always seems cool.
A little too even kill, a little too nonchalant.
I need somebody that's ready to throw a chair across the floor.
Sometimes it's needed. Sometimes you gotta get a little crazy to get your message across.
Flip the water cooler. Real ones now.
And here's another thing that I really like about the American Conference. The top 2 seeds don't play until the semifinals of the tournament.
Yeah.
Like as long as you can stay healthy, take your loss here and there, and just rest up. Hey, that's an easy way.
ECU's got a 3-game lead on the third place team in the conference. You've just about, I don't want to say anything's a given, but you've just about locked up the second seed in the conference. Winning this weekend puts you a half game out of first place.
With the tiebreaker.
With the tiebreaker. Now, I don't know that you're going to get that extra half game. Maybe you do, but it'll be interesting to see down the stretch if Rice falters one more time and ECU ends up winning out. ECU's the number one seed in the tournament and probably receiving votes in the top 25. Is the American Conference going to end up being a 2-bid league? Could it be?
I don't see it.
If we win, okay, so if Rice wins out and we win the conference tournament and beat Rice,
then yes,
we are. I think we're 2-bid.
Yeah, that would be the only scenario.
That's a spot stealer right there. Let's do it. We'll probably win the tournament. They'll still give us like the 13 seed.
Let's put on a glass slipper, fellas.
I just want to run. I just want to run somewhere with something. Like, I just want it. How Mr. Beast could put in $20 million into football. Let's do $50 million into football.
$50 million in football.
Jared's spending somebody else's money right now for real.
We better turn into Indiana.
Well, he's talking about $100 million. He's talking about $100 million just on football.
Look, man. I want 20 mil over 5 years if it's going to be 100. Like that's the kind of bread I'm looking for. Yeah, that's the bread I'm looking for. I'm looking for a sustained. And speaking of, have you guys heard about Coach Harrell's new contract?
Yeah,
you got like $250,000, 200-some thousand.
Yeah. He got a little bit of a bump, and then so did John Gilbert.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I saw that.
How do we feel about how do we not Blake Harrell? I think we're all happy with the Blake Harrell contract. How are we feeling with the John Gilbert contract extension?
Perfectly fine. I am perfectly fine if John Gilbert continues with the current track record that he has and retires a Pirate. I think that is actually a serviceable, because I think in the grand scheme of things, he may hire another head coach. He might have one other head football coach that he has to hire. Gonna have another men's basketball coach. Gonna have maybe another women's basketball coach.
If he's here,
he'll have a couple cycles, and if the men's basketball team becomes the star and not the women's team, then it's one of those hey, as long as we can keep the consistency.
What planet are you living on?
Hey, look, I'm living on a pirate planet, okay? Spreading the wealth. The women's team is having their spotlight, and that's cool. Let the men's team might be able to do it at some point as well.
I want whatever you're smoking, man. Because I see no end in sight. Someone that's followed this team for the last 12 to 15 years, and I know there's people that have followed it for much longer than I have.
No, and Jared, I'll give you props. You were really in them trenches. At least back, when we were in school, you were really in them trenches, going to the games, faithful. I was never faithful to ECU.
I had to be. I was the president of the student section party.
My boy was faithful.
I was in the basketball pep band. I was there as well. I was there watching Lebo mismanage KJ and
I think Jeff Lebo still has to be blocked on Twitter.
Like, playing UT Rio Grande Valley in the non-con. Like, what is this, bro? Yeah. Grand Canyon before they were really Grand Canyon. Like, that was ridiculous, bro. Like, why were we playing these people, man?
You could have got a high school off the bus and done better.
Come on, man. Those were the dog days of watching ECU basketball.
Did we not play UT Rio Grande earlier this year? I guess we didn't.
No, but we got a tight end transfer.
Maybe that's what I'm thinking.
We got a tight end transfer.
I mean, the fact that like our non-con, like you play Richmond, who is typically a borderline.
It's a respectable program.
They're a respectable program. You played Michigan State, right? Who is currently what? The 15th ranked team in the country.
Mm-hmm.
You played St. Bonaventures. I don't know how their season's gone. I mean, they're.
But you know the name. You say St. Bonaventure. You kind of know the name, basketball-wise.
I mean, you played those. You played Carolina, of course. I mean, the fact that we lost to App State was tough.
Non-conference has come a long way, though. It's come a long way.
Yeah. And granted, App State is a half game back in the Sun Belt. So you played a tough schedule early on. But if you're going to schedule that, you have to have it. If you're going to take the swing, you have to at least connect on one.
Have a team that can trail water and go at least 500.
Well, my thing is that even with all the way that non-conference happened, it feels like it still didn't prepare us for the conference.
Right.
And it's like I feel like that's
and this is a down year for the conference.
Yeah. And so it's like man, like we played these great teams, but
didn't have nothing to show for it.
Yeah, like was it so bad that we couldn't learn enough from it because it was so out of our league? Like, is that what it was? Like how do we not build off of that?
I mean, your top 4 teams in the conference are USF, Tulsa, Wichita State, and UAB.
Wow.
With Memphis and Temple at 5 and 6. I don't know, man. I put the money towards baseball, football, women's basketball, and burn the damn men's basketball team to the ground.
Get a wrestling team.
I'm with that too. Yeah.
Get a wrestling team.
Get a legit wrestling. We in the South.
We in the South, bro.
Honestly,
yeah.
Invest more into golf. Like, you know how many people like tune into golf every weekend, and to see a guy like you know the schools that are good at golf. You got Georgia, you got Stanford, you got UCLA, Oregon State, like Oklahoma State, really good. Like, invest in golf, bring in some guys there. Like, I don't know, man. Look at what Arizona State has done with hockey. Like,
and they have no business being great at hockey. You know, Arizona State in the middle of the damn desert.
We're talking about a school that let the NHL team in their city use their arena for 2 years. Like, I don't know. You can put the money anywhere, and probably be better invested than putting it into ECU basketball.
Hey, the softball team though.
That too.
Track and field. Think about if we had the money to get more people like Kelly. Like that would be crazy. Like that'd be ridiculous if we became a track and field.
I would love that
as well. Like that would be
love that. And track and field is one of those, just like golf. Like, you know, any program could be great at that if you actually put the resources into it. So,
look, and you know, people don't realize it, but that purple and gold, man, that purple and gold.
Yeah. I mean, just put the money anywhere at this point.
Yeah.
Put the money anywhere.
So consensus is defund men's basketball. Okay, just put money everywhere else, and we're just going to defund men's basketball. Okay.
I mean, I think at this point, the money, if you're going to put it towards basketball, you got to start with bringing in like a name that head coach, somebody that can recruit. I'm not saying Schwartz can't recruit, but you got to have somebody that holds weight here in the state of North Carolina.
Right, and someone that understands that it's kind of a revolving door. So you're going to have guys in and out. You're going to have to be able to plug and play as it goes.
I'm going to say Keats is looking for a job. I'd go there.
That UNCW game would go crazy.
I'd do that. But do we think, before we move to baseball, given where we are right now, next year, November rolls around, is Mike Schwartz the head basketball coach at East Carolina
University? I'm gonna say yes, based on the idea that ECU is not going to want to pay somebody to not be here. A, and B, Mike Schwartz believes in himself enough to risk tanking his entire career by spending another year of doing what he's doing right now.
I would say yes, but next year is the last year. Depending upon how ECU goes, how they finish, how they perform. And even if ECU goes 500, he may be able to, keep his job. But I would say yes, depending upon ECU actually turning a little bit of a leaf. Next year.
What does it take right now for ECU to be called successful in basketball?
Me personally, just a couple games over 500. That's successful for ECU basketball. If we can be a few games over 500, that's something we don't normally see. That's successful.
I think top 6 in the conference. Like not just top half, but like top 6 in the conference.
Lofty goals here from.
But that's a slow burn.
That's me saying this basketball team has reached success for being East Carolina University. That is a success. Well, 2 wins above 500 is like, all right, that's kind of the expectation for me. Like, yeah, we can have really bad seasons, but as a team, you should be 2 games above 500. Like, you should be able to find a way to do that
for a normal functioning program, which is something we are not familiar with.
I guess that's the thing that really drives me nuts with ECU basketball is you've got these schools from all over the state, and some of these other schools don't give a rat's ass about basketball.
And they're still able to tread water.
And they're still able to put together like a 18-win season, win their conference tournament, and get into the dance. And then maybe even win a game in the dance. Like it's we see it all the time. But for whatever reason, ECU is continuously falling short of the mark. So, I don't know. We spent 45 minutes talking about basketball. On to ECU baseball, which we talked last week about it being, the time of year where we're all kumbaya and happy-go-lucky. And Josh almost called it.
I was about to say, I really thought Josh was going to get his wish.
I
thought he was going to get his wish.
I almost got it.
Going to that second game on Sunday, I was like, man, what if Josh is onto something? That's the only thing that was like keeping me like off the watch. So ECU drops their first two games to Xavier. Granted, look, this Xavier team finished top 40 in the RPI last year.
Mm-hmm.
They're not a slouch team, right? From the Big East. They were a bubble team last year in the NCAA tournament. Should have probably been in. Could have very well been in, but it just didn't work out. That's a good team. Then you go on the road and you play at Campbell. That's a tough loss considering you lose 2-1 and the 2 runs you gave up were both unearned. You come back, you beat Northern Illinois. Bats finally woke up. I think, look, this is the thing I'll say about early season baseball, and you see it across the board and at every level already.
Yeah.
Early in the season, pitching's not always there. Like, you got guys that they're still figuring things out. The bats, I mean, yes, you've seen BP. Yes, you've taken you've taken some live BP, but when you step in the box, that first game is dialed up, right? You go from taking BP every day. Okay, now we gotta get up to that 90 mile per hour.
Okay.
There's no true like spring training like you have in the big leagues, right? You don't have a month and a half. You don't have a month to get up to speed. I mean, you're practicing, you're getting ready for the year, but you're not seeing that like what you're going to see in, game out. And we've seen ECU get off to slow starts. I was hoping they'd get off to a faster start than 2 and 3.
Right.
But I think that there's still plenty of time to figure things out. I see a lot of good in this team. I think the pitching will be better down the stretch. You're gonna get a bad game here and there, and the fact that like, hey, that Friday night game, ECU very well could have walked it off there in the 9th inning. You got down, and ECU couldn't fight back, and every time that they did fight back, Xavier had an answer. So that's going to be the key to the year, is starting fast in each and every game that you play, but also being able to, if you get down in the first or second inning, being able to like fight back.
Yeah, look, I'll say, look, obviously not the start that you want, but like you mentioned earlier, like slow starts for ECU is kind of, I hate to say the norm, but we're used to seeing this now, at least over the last few years, seeing ECU kind of get out to a slow start. They always pick it up. I'm not worried I'm not going to sit here and be like, oh my God, we're sitting at 2-3. The sky is falling. It's not. Obviously, Xavier's a good team, but that's a team that you should be able to handle. At least go 2-1 against that team. So disappointing start to the season. To me, more important, what I take away from the start of the season though is Campbell. We got a Campbell problem. Like we've lost 6 straight to Campbell. We have a legit Campbell problem. We got to get over that Campbell hump. That's no pun intended. I realized what I said when I was saying it.
I need to count how many times Ari just said Campbell. Did you say Campbell like 8 times in one sentence?
Did I?
I think so.
I don't think I said it 8 times, but either way,
there's 6 at least.
Either way, we got a Campbell problem. We got to get over that. That's the biggest thing I took away from the opening start of the season. Obviously, you bounce back against Northern Illinois. I'm happy with that win, but we got to beat the Camels, man. 6 straight is not going to cut it. It's a quality team, and you've got to be able to get past that team.
Turns around this weekend.
This weekend's Carolina.
A series win this weekend would be fantastic. And it's a long shot. But a series sweep this weekend will feed families. I would give
Are you calling the sweep? You're calling the series sweep? Is that what you think is going to happen?
I don't think that it's going to happen. But that would be a very ECU thing to do.
Start 2-3, then sweep Carolina? Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And, I mean,
shocked.
Not to mention, next weekend, you're on the road at Coastal.
Right.
I think you win the game Friday. And I think I could see you winning the game at DBAP on Saturday. I believe whoever wins that game Saturday wins the series.
Okay. I agree with that.
I could see the team splitting the home games and then then whoever wins the neutral site. I don't know. The fact that ECU had the bases juiced Friday night, down to their final out. You hate to go down looking, but I mean that was a nasty slider that ended the game. Just overall, you need the bats to be hot, and we've seen flashes where they can string some things together, but they've got to be able to get runners across when they've got guys in scoring position.
Yep.
So I think that if ECU is going to do anything, that's the number one area of focus. Going back to we got to get quality at bats, win each and every at bat, win each and every pitch. That's the Cliff Godwin mindset. There was a lot of times in that Friday night game where I was like, "Oh, this seems like a perfect time for a Cliff Godwin like suicide squeeze or like a squeeze bunt, like here, like give ourselves up to move a runner along." It just didn't happen. There's a lot of times I thought that would happen, but that wasn't what was called. We'll see. I think, and you just got to be better in the field. I mean, you can't give up so many unearned runs right now. It's going to happen. It's early in the season. Guys are playing together in the field for the first time in their careers. It's new, but you're playing D1 baseball. Like, you can't be making these mistakes.
True.
Mistakes are going to happen, but you can't make them over and over again. Josh, Artie, anything else y'all want to add on ECU baseball?
It's early.
Yeah,
not what we wanted to start.
No need to panic. Don't hit that panic button.
We're gonna be fine. We're gonna be fine. Honestly, I low-key think ECU likes playing from this position, from a baseball perspective. So
I think so too. I think that this is right where I think Cliff Godwin likes this. I don't think he likes to lose, but I think he likes the. All right,
always having something to coach.
We got a chip on our shoulder. We know we're the better team, but we haven't played like it. We got to go out and play like it.
Would you all like my weekend prediction?
Go ahead.
ECU loses 2 out of 3.
Very plausible.
Yeah.
But wins at Carolina.
Now that's a tease, man. We lose 2 out of 3, but win at Carolina. Leave it up to Josh, man. Josh is always going to get you. Josh is always going to get you a tease.
Oh, man. I think ECU wins 2 out of 3. I really think they did.
I think
the logical answer is Carolina wins 2 out of 3, but
right.
I still think that the talent on this ECU team is a top 25 team.
If ECU plays with some urgency, they win 2 out of 3. Carolina's too good to get swept. I don't see it sweep. But if ECU comes out and plays with some urgency, 2 out of 3 is
and I say it each and every year when we have these discussions, Artie, Josh. Anybody can beat anybody in baseball on any given night.
That's true.
You got the number 1 team a lot of times losing to a team you've probably never heard of because, hey, their pitcher just had it, right? Or, hey, their bats just got hot. It happens. It happens. It's baseball. It's the most profound game when it comes to luck.
I would agree with that. I would absolutely agree with that.
Baseball's all about lucks. It's all about
runs.
Streaks.
Yeah.
And hey, you just got to get on the hump and throw strikes and try to get them out before they get you out.
Yeah.
All right. I don't think we don't have anything for gambling corner. There's not much going on.
Nothing going on.
Nothing's going on.
Yeah, we got absolutely dog shit.
Unless you want to pick a driver for NASCAR to win in Atlanta.
Who's top 5? Top 5 projected to go across that checker.
Ryan Blaney, Tyler Reddick. I'd say probably Denny Hamlin's probably up there. Brad Keselowski, really any of the RFK guys. Joey Logano.
Reddick is the one that just won the 500, right?
He did. Okay. But he has won a few at I think he's won at Atlanta before because he had won at Atlanta. Yeah, I'm pretty sure in this new configuration.
Who's the other person? One of the first 2 people you named?
Ryan Blaney.
I don't like. I can't go Logano, Keselowski, and I don't know that I'm going to go an RFK guy.
Screw it. Let the good times keep rolling. I'm gonna go 23-9. I'm gonna go Reddick.
All right. Yeah, I'm with it.
All right, Blaney, Reddick. I'll go. I'll go Chris Buescher in the 17 machine.
All right, starting this week, let's let Josh watch all his NASCAR. But every week he at the gambling corner for the rest of the year, he's going to ask us to pick a driver, and we just pick it, and let's see how we do.
I'm with that.
And we can do it by points. First place out of our 3 drivers, they get 2 points. Second place gets 1 point. Third place gets 0 points. Let's see how we end up with the year. Josh always has to pick last, though.
Got it.
So, Josh, you keep up with it. And you get an extra point if your guy actually wins.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
All right. Walk the plank. Who's got to walk the plank for me?
Do I walk the plank? Did anything happen this week? I don't think I have. Outside of my continued frustration with load management and tanking in the NBA, because I love the sport of basketball, but they are breaking my heart. We got to fix this shit. Adam Silver with your bald head. Fix it. Get it done. It's my only complaint.
My walk the plank is just NASCAR letting people drive that probably shouldn't be driving, and not letting people drive who are, I'm not sure why they wouldn't be able to drive. Just the licensing process. I'm not sure if it's really as robust as it should be, but this past weekend there were a few people that I just felt just weren't ready for the show that they were in.
Also, one caveat. I said 23-9. I meant 23-11. There you go. Jordan Brand. So
what's up with that video of Michael Jordan?
That's a non-fact. That's a non-starter. I think he was just wiping stuff off that boy's backside. I don't think he was doing that.
I don't think anything was of it. That's not my walk the plank.
Yeah.
Mine is let me make sure that I'm getting this guy's name right. Probably not. Atul Lee McGrath. Y'all heard about this guy?
I think I've heard the name, but I don't know what it's in reference to.
Josh, stop lying. You've never heard of this guy. This guy is a Norwegian skier who lost out on
what if he has heard it?
Lost out on the gold medal. And he threw his skiing poles down and he walked off the course just to head straight towards the woods. He was like, I'm done. I'm walking off. And then he got to a safety barricade and tripped over it. So that's mine. He said it was the worst moment of his skiing career, the way he acted. But yeah, I watched the video a couple of times. I'm not gonna lie. Just this guy walking off in the middle of. You get all these people watching the Olympics
Basically
or the Winter Games. And this guy's just walking the complete opposite direction into the woods.
I have just one extra thing. What's up with the medals falling apart? Come on, guys.
Is that happening? I haven't seen that.
Yeah. People's ribbons have been breaking off of the medal, and then people's medals have been
Yeah, we gotta do better. You got one job. This happens once every umpteen times. We got to do better now. Come on.
I watched the documentary on the Miracle on Ice, the 1980 men's hockey team on Netflix. It's a great documentary. If you haven't watched it, go watch it.
It is good. Yeah.
If you were to come across, and maybe this is y'all are the wrong crowd to ask. If you were to come across a men's 1980 hockey gold medal, let's say at a sports card shop, it's authenticated, how much money do you think that would go for?
An authentic 1980s?
One of them.
Where'd you say I found it at though?
It's not like you're finding it in the trash. You're finding it at a card shop. No, at a card shop.
Card shop. Oh.
Or online. How much do you think that could go for? Josh is just lucking into a 1980s gold medal from the men's hockey team.
I would think. I mean, as much as they talk about that, as historic as that is, I mean, that's got to go for a few million, right?
I mean, you would think so.
I don't know, man.
They talk about the Miracle on Ice like all the time.
I'd say
a million times.
I'd say 50,000.
Oh, 50,000 is way low. 50,000 is way low. A signed LeBron jersey can go for 50,000.
I'm not in that world. I have no clue.
Yeah.
I have no frame of reference.
Just as a sports fan, I know that's
actually
got to
just
go
looked.
for way more.
There have been some medals that have hit the market and have sold. Most recently, Steve Kristoff's medal was sold. It's been sold twice actually in the last 15 years. In 2013, it was sold for $310,000, and in 2020, it was sold for $319,800.
But what about the Miracle on Ice one? Like we're talking about, like
that's what this is. That's what this is. Okay. Now, Jim Craig's medal, in 2016 was estimated to be worth $1 million to $1.5 million. That's the goalie. I don't know. That was while I was watching that documentary. That's all I could think about was how much is that medal worth? How can I get my hands on that? I'd wear that thing every day. I'll say that when the Miracle movie came out, I must have been 11 years old, 10 years old.
No, I've still never seen the movie. I've never watched it.
And your boy, that was at the height of his hockey career, playing travel hockey, playing in the state games. And our coach took us to see it. And, man, you could have made me run through a wall before going out for our next game. I was ready to go. I was going to hit somebody. So, all right. Josh, Artie, anything else y'all have to add?
I got nothing.
All right. Well, make sure you follow us on social media at Boneyard Podcast, at The Boneyard Podcast on TikTok. Subscribe to our podcast wherever you get your podcasts, whether it's Amazon, Spotify, Apple. Subscribe, leave us a 5-star review, leave us a comment. If you don't, Artie, tell them what to do.
Walk the damn plank.
And then subscribe to YouTube. Hit that notification bell. That way you can watch us live. You can see the nonsense that we talk about each and every week. Hear Artie talk about his humps and humping things. I don't know. Yeah, do that.
Nope.
Subscribe.
I was just talking about beating Campbell. That's all.
You're beating something. That's all I got, Pirate Nation. We love you.
Hey, as always, Pirate Nation, wash your hands, wash your butts. We'll see y'all when we see you. Take care. Deuce.
Go damn Pirates.